Have you ever looked at someone else's life and thought, why am I not like them? Why am I not successful yet? We scroll through social media and see people traveling the world, achieving big goals, living their best lives. And slowly, without even realizing, we start to feel like our own life is too small. But let me tell you a story today. A story that might completely change the way you see yourself. So listen carefully, because every line of this story carries a message that can transform your life. Story Part 1: The Struggle. Once in a small coastal town, there lived a boy named Daniel. Daniel was kind, hardworking, and honest. But inside, he was deeply unhappy. Why? Because he had a bad habit. He always compared himself to others. When he saw his classmate Sophie winning awards, Daniel thought, I wish I was that smart. When he saw his neighbor driving an expensive car, he thought, I wish I was that rich. And when he saw his friend running faster than him at the playground, he whispered to himself, I'll never be good enough. The more he compared, the more he lost his confidence. He stopped enjoying his studies, stopped trying new things. Every night he went to bed thinking, maybe I'm just not meant to be successful. Story Part 2: The Lesson. One evening, Daniel was sitting by the beach, staring at the waves, when an old fisherman named Thomas sat beside him. Thomas was well respected in the town, known for his wisdom and calm nature. Seeing Daniel sad, Thomas asked gently, My boy, why do you look so troubled? Daniel sighed and said, No matter how hard I try, someone else is always better. I feel like I'll never be like them. The old man smiled and pointed at the ocean. Do you see that seagull flying in the sky? Daniel nodded. Now, do you see the fish swimming in the water? Yes, said Daniel. Thomas then asked, Tell me, if the fish said, I wish I could fly like the bird, would that make sense? Daniel laughed. Of course not. Fish are made to swim, not to fly. And if the bird said, I wish I could live in the deep ocean like the fish, would that be right? Daniel shook his head. That would be silly too. The fisherman smiled and said, Exactly. Every creature has its own purpose, its own strength. The bird belongs to the sky. The fish belongs to the sea. If they waste time comparing, they'll forget to live their true life. And the same goes for you, Daniel. Stop wishing to be someone else. Find your own gift. Story Part 3: Transformation. That night, Daniel couldn't sleep. The fisherman's words kept echoing in his mind. Find your own gift. He thought about the things he enjoyed doing. He realized that unlike his friends, he loved fixing things. Broken radios, clocks, even old boats. He had a natural talent for understanding how machines worked. Instead of comparing, he started focusing on this hidden skill. Slowly, he became the go-to person in the town whenever something broke. Years later, he opened his own repair shop, which grew into a successful business. People admired his work, and Daniel finally felt proud of who he was. Whenever someone asked him, What's the secret to your success? He would simply smile and say, A bird doesn't need to swim across the ocean, and a fish doesn't need to fly in the sky. I stopped comparing, and I started living as myself. Conclusion. Takeaway. Remember this: the sun and the moon,
never shine at the same time, yet both are important. The apple tree doesn't try to grow coconuts, and the coconut tree doesn't try to grow apples. Your journey is unique. Your strength is unique. And true success begins the day you stop comparing yourself to others and start walking on your own path. So next time you feel like you're not good enough, just remember, a fish doesn't need to fly. It already owns the ocean. If you loved this story, hit the like button and share it with someone who needs this reminder today. See you again in the next story.